in England I got to work with Sonny Boy Williamson and Howlin' Wolf, and you know, they all came through England. Jimmy Reed, they, you know, in the early '60s, and they'd be backed by terrible English bands. Excuse me, but it was great. I mean, I got to meet Memphis Slim back then. You remember Memphis?
Absolutely.
Beautiful. I mean, he was a real encouragement to me too, because he came through this club in Sheffield we did called the Esquire, and he told me, he said, "Hey, stick at it, boy. You know, you could maybe do something." So I was always grateful to him. Well, that was Leon Russell's arrangement, you know, very spontaneous. He came up with it you know, to this day, I mean, I know other people, you know, who kind of think we corrupted it because that great, you know, give me your ticket for an aeroplane. I mean, it was a great, the feel of the original was great, you know what I mean? But when Leon just surprised me with that, I mean, you know, well, I'm thinking of Crimea River now, sorry, but, you know, I mean, but he kind of knocked me over with all those things at the time, you know. I mean, think of it, the blues, without the blues, we were nothing. I mean, Keith Richards, you know, always testifies that 12 Bar was, you know, everything we do, everything musically is descended from that. So without it, we would, you know, we really, you know, that's why I mean, I always throw a blues in every now and then. It's just, you know, it's part of, and Memphis, I mean, W.C. Handy, you know, you think of all the history of, you know, thank God we do have to preserve it. You know, I'm not a purist, you know. I learned early doors that you know, I like to sing other things, ballads, but the blues is the essence, you know. I mean, 40 years on from Woodstock, and it's hard to believe. I mean, there've been times in my life where people kind of wrote me off and thought, you know, Joe will never make 40, you know, let alone, you know, still be making music. So I'm kind of grateful that, you know, I love shows like this in the open, you know, when we're out in the fresh air, and, you know, it kind of gives me a bit of faith that because of the computerized world, it's not my favorite department. You know, I still like earthy things, and so I kind of like doing shows that are, as long as there'll be an audience, I think I'll keep rocking for a bit longer, you know.